Welcome guys to TCG Family Fun Time, another Lorcana video, but in this video I will be showing you my first Emerald Steel no legendaries control deck. I will show you how to build I will show you how to build the deck, how to choose the cards, how to use it, and how to try and win the game using two cards is going to be Mother Gothel and Frying Pan. You really need if you're looking to build this deck, you need four of each, at least four of each. I will explain why you need four of each later on in this video. So if we go to the actual deck, there is okay. You can see here we have 4 Captain Hawk, 1 ink, costs 1 ink. We have Fire the Cannons, 1 ink, 2 cards. We have Goons, 4 cards. I'll explain to you why I chose four cards. We have Simpa, 1 ink, 4 cards. We have Stampede, 1 card, 1 ink, costs 1. Vicious Betrayal, we have 2 cards, costs 1. Cruella, the Devil, you can see this is a rare card, so you need only 1 card. And the most important card is Frying Pan. You need 4 cards, costs 2. We need 3 Prince Eric, 2 costs 2. Break, you can see costs 2. You need 2 of them. We have Flynn. Flynn, as you can see, costs 2 as well. You need 2 of them. You need 1 Ransack, 2 costs 2. You need 4 Tomatua, costs 2. I will explain everything now, but I'm reading the cards. So you need 1 Dr. Facilitator cards, cost 2. You only need 1 of this card. I'll explain to you. For example, if you can see, Fire the Cannon, only 2. Dr. Facilitator's cards, 1. And also, if you can see, Stampede, only 1, because you can't use these cards. You can't add them to your ink pool, so it's pointless to have more than 1 card. You only need 1 card, and having more than 1 card in your hand can lower your chances in drawing other cards, which you really need during your game or your gameplay. So you only need 1 of each cards, or let's say 1 to 2 of each cards that you can't add to your ink pool. So we have also you need Cheshire Cat, two of them, cost 3. You need Hercules, cost 3. You need 3 of them. Smash, 3, cost 3. You need 3. Do It Again, cost 3. You can't add it to your ink pool, so you only need 1. Lelo, you need at least you need only 1. I'll explain to you why you need 1. It costs 2. It costs 3. Plasma Blaster. As you can see, you can't add it to your ink pool, so you only need 1. 1 Captain Hawk, captain of the Jelly Ranger. The thing is, Jelly Roger. The thing is, this card you can't add it to your ink pool, so you only need 1. It costs 4. Musketeer Tapered, you only need 1. You can't add it to your ink pool, so you only need 1. You need Hans. Hans is a really important card. You can see 3 lore points. You really need those heavy lore points cards in order to pressure your opponent. So it costs 4. So you only need 1. You only need 1. You're not going to add this card to your ink pool. You keep it in your hand. So to add, to add to your ink pool, that's the reason we added 4 Captain Hawk, 4 Simba, 4 Goons, for example. So in early games, if you draw any of them, keep them in your hand, use them as add them to your ink pool. Also, you can use them, for example, in your early turns, turn 1, turn 2. You will have cards to play. It's important to focus on your early turns. You really need those inks, ink pools to add cards to your ink pool every turn, and you need to be able to add cards and play cards in your early turns as well to control the board. in case you lose the okay, let's continue, and then we will talk about the strategy. Okay, we said that Hans, to pressure your opponent with three lower points is really important. Mid game, late game, this card is really going to be helpful. 3/3, as you can see, it's not so strong, but there is things you can use now. I'll show you how to protect your characters. So you need Donald Duck, 4 mana, Musketeer. I'll explain to you the strategy how to play these cards later on. Okay, we need one beast, cost 5. That's the reason you need only one. You don't need more than one. Grab your sword, cost 5. You can't use it you can't add it to your pooling, so you only need one. Captain Hawk, cost 5. You can't add it to your ink pool as well, so you only need one. Star Key, you only need one, cost 5. Also, just keep, Star Key, especially a Kronk, you only need one. Sometimes you go to, sometimes in late games you need those heavy characters to protect your board. So Kronk will really help you late game to take some damage. As you can see, strength is 6 and also willpower is 6, so it will take time for the opponents to take it to banish it. So this is a good card to keep till I think late game is the best. So if you have it early game, just try to alter it, and that's it. Last card we have Mother Gothel. This is a really important card. You need 4 of them. I'll explain why you need 4 of them. Because your strategy is to play and focus on pressuring your opponent early game with Simba, with the Captain Hawk, with, for example, you can see also Cruella, Devil. This character is rare. This card is rare, but if you go to my here, this website is lorcana.com deck builder. You can see this is my account and my profile, and you can see this is my first deck. And if you see this character or this card, rare, as you can see, rare, so there is no point having more than one. If you want, you can, but there is no point. So don't add it to your ink pool. Just keep it in your hand. You can play it second turn. You can play it, it's like you can say early to mid. It's a really good card. So this card will make sure that you control the board. If you read here, for example, you see when this character is challenged and banished, you may return chosen character to their player's hand. For example, if someone challenge your character, this character, and banish it, you can return any chosen character on the board. For example, like the same character challenge this one or different character, so you can choose, so you have control on the board. So it's really good early game card to keep control on the board. And also, if you can see, we have Cheshire Cat also to control the board. 0 strength, but this character costs 3. When this character is challenged and banished, banish the challenging character. So if, for example, someone decided to challenge this character and they banished it, the same character, does not matter how much strength they still have, they still you still need to be banished as well. So you will take out any character, challenge this one, and and banish it. So in this way also you keep control on the board. So yeah, we have for example here we have Hercules. Hercules is bodyguard cards. We're going to use it with it's good early game, but if you can keep it just a mid game, you can use it with Musketeer Tappers with the Donald Duck. And you can see if you have this item, because you have 7 items, you have 1 action song, you have 12 action cards. So if you use a Musketeer Tempered item, a rare card, on your board. You add it, you play it on your board. So whenever one of your characters with bodyguards is banished, you may draw a card. So in case that you need more cards, for example, just play Donald Duck, play Hercules, Hercules, a true hero. You have three of them. You have two of Donald Ducks. You have three of Hercules, true hero. So you have five cards with bodyguard. So you have a chance to draw 5 cards if you play. You have chance to draw 5 cards if you play Musketeer Steppers first, as a, on your board as an item. You need items. You need Dr. Facilius card is really important card, because this card, for example, you pay one less for the next action you play this turn. For example, if you have this card early on the board, so you can use it, for example, to pay less. One ink less to play any of those action cards. For example, you can play Fire the Cannon to keep control of the board. Fire the Cannon deals 2 damage to any chosen character. So if it's even not damaged, you still can deal 2 damage, especially early game. So the reason that we have 2 Fire the Cannons, it's because this card you can't use it, you can't add it to your ink pool. So it's really important to not to have too many in your hand, because you don't want just to draw Fire the Cannons. You need characters to draw characters, so you want to be able to play them. So I think 2 max is more than enough. Smash is really good card to have 3 of them in your deck, because you can use this card to add it to your ink pool in case you don't want to play it. For example, you can draw up to 3 cards. You can use 2 as you can use 1 to add it to your ink pool, and deals 3 damage to the chosen character. So you will have that heavy control, even with a character with 3 willpower. So this is really important card. And also we have break. Break also is a really good card. Banish a chosen item. Sometimes you need to control the board, and you need to use the card to, for example, let's say, to banish a chosen item your opponent's playing in the board. So this is a good card to play. And also we have let's see, we have Stampede. Stampede is a good card to play to deal 2 damage to a chosen damaged character. So damaged character, you can't choose an undamaged character. It must be damaged, otherwise you can't use Stampede. The thing is that you need only 1 card, because you can't use this card you can't add this card to your ink pool. So you only need 1 card of Stampede. So this card, you can deal 2 damage to any damaged character. Sometimes you need that 2 extra damage to banish a character on the board. So Stampede will do the job for you. We have Vicious Betrayal. This card, chosen character gets 2 as you can see, 2 strength. This turn, if a villain character is chosen, they get 3 strength. 3 strength. In the turn that you play this card. So this card, you can't play it on any card, have to be a villain. And as you can see here, we have here a couple of them. I think we have, let me see, I'll show you guys which card you can use. Let me see, Queen Hero, this one. You can use it with Hans, you can use it with, let me see, it have to be, you see, you need to read here, as you can see here, villain. So you can use it with Hans, really good card. You can use it, I think, with also Mother Gothel. I'll be honest with you, I still don't remember all the cards, but I think the most important thing is Mother Gothel and Hans. But I think Mother Gothel is the most important card, so that's why you need 4 of them. So you can use this to add extra strength to Mother Gothel, especially late game. We have also Do It Again. This is a really important card. This card will return an action card from your discard to your hand. So sometimes mid game, late game, you need to bring back one of those cards which you already played. For example, like if you reach to this mid game, late game, and you already used break to destroy or to banish a chosen item for your opponent, and your opponent will play an item late game and you need to banish that item, you can use Do It Again. Or for example, you need 3 damage to a chosen character, for example, you can also play Do It Again. You can use, so my advice is keep Do It Again late game. You can't add it to your ink pool, so you only need one. If you draw this card early game or in the first draw, just alter it and that's it. You don't need it. You need it only late game. If you have it, just keep it for your late game. It's going to be really helpful. And last action card we have is Ransack. Ransack, draw 2 cards, then choose and discard 2 cards. Sometimes late game you need to try to get extra cards, you need different cards. So this card will be helpful early and late game. For example, if early there is no pressure on you and you need to try to mix your cards, you need new cards, you can just use Ransack. You only need one, you don't need more than one. I don't think this card you need more than one card. Even you can add it to your ink pool, but I think one will do the job. The cards that you're going to use to add to your ink pool, you can use Captain Hawk, you can use Goons, and you can use Sempa. So these cards you can use them. You don't need more than, let's say, 10 or mid game. If you have 5 inks, ink pool is inks in your pool is really good. You don't need that much because the maximum card you're going to use is Mother Gothel. Yes, you need of course more ink, but at least if you have up to 6 inks in your pool, you're good to go. You can play it. So yeah, sorry, this card is by mistake here actually. Yeah, this card by mistake. 60 cards. Let's see. So we have Prince Eric. Prince Eric is just +2. You can see +2 while challenging this character. It gets +2 strength as well. So sometimes early game you can deal more damage to a challenging character, so that extra 2 strength can take down a different character as well. It's good early game. Early game you will be able to play many cards. We have Cruella, we have Captain Hook, we have Cheshire Cat, we have Hercules. No, Hercules is actually mid-game. Captain Hook also, this one is mid-game. This is rare card. Double powder. When you play this character, you may return an action card named the Fire the Cannon from your discard to your hand. So the good thing about this card, you can play Captain Hook 4 mana. It costs 4. You can't add it to your ink pool. So if you already played Fire the Cannon, you still can draw it, and you can see return an action card. You can actually play it mid game and return one of the 2 Fire the Cannon cards for free. You just can add it back back to your hand for free. It's not going to cost you anything. Just play Captain Hook and that's it. And also we have Captain Hook, one more Captain Hook. So this Captain Hook, you may pay 3 ink and play this character. The good thing about this character, while challenging this character, gets +3 to its strength, and also characters with cost 3 or less can challenge this character. So the good thing about Captain Hook thinking happy thoughts is it's really hard for characters, or it's actually not possible for characters that cost 3 or less to challenge you. So this is a good card late game. And also you can pay only 3 inks to play it, not 5. Just you need Captain Hook. You need this card, you need the Captain Hook Forceful Duelist, and that's it. You will be able to pay only 3 inks to play it. So this is a good combo as well. But the most important thing you need to play. Also, we have a Tomatua. Tomatua is costs 2, 1 4. Willpower is 4. This is really good card early game to protect your board. As you can see, it needs 4 strength power, or to take 4 willpower to banish it. So this is a good early strong card to protect yourself or different characters, like let's say a wall, a defense wall. This card is good. Also, you have 4 of them, I believe, to play them or to add them to your ink pool. So yeah, this card you have 4 to add them to your ink pool, as you can see. Mother Gothel, I don't advise to add more than 2 to your ink pool. Maximum 3. You need at least to have or to keep 1 in your hand, or at least 2. And also the card now, frying pan. Don't play or don't add frying pan to your ink pool at all. You need to keep them. You need to keep all 4 of them. Why? So the point is, when you reach and you play, you reach, like, let's say a point where you can play Mother Gothel. As you can see, Mother Gothel is, while this character is exerted, opposing characters can't quest. So you need to, when the opposing characters can't quest, so your opponent, his chance of winnings 0. Why? Because he need to quest in order to win, to collect the lore points, right? So when you stop the opponents from playing or from questing, if you stop your opponent character from questing, it means that he can't collect any lore points, so there's no chance for him to win. But the thing is, this card, while this card is exerted, only exerted. So when it's exerted, your opponent can challenge it. So to protect Mother Gothel, what you need to do, simply keep frying pan in your hand. This item, unfortunately, you can't keep it on the board. Why? Because banish this item. So this item, when you play it, you banish it. That's it. But a chosen character can challenge during their next turn. So you can choose any character in your opponent's side, and you can stop it from challenging your characters. So if you can see, for example, like a strong character on the board with let's say 5, 6 strength, it's going to threaten your Mother Gothel. So you're going to use each turn frying pan to stop that character from attacking or challenging your character. In this case is Mother Gothel. So as long as Mother Gothel is on the board, your opponent can't quest, can't get points, can't get lores, so he can't win. So while you have Mother Gothel on the board, you try to collect as much as you can lore points to win. So this is the point of this deck. It's really controlling deck, but the most important points, just try to focus on these 2 cards. Try to keep as much as frying pans in your hand late game. Try to play Mother Gothel as fast as you can, and protect this card with frying pan for the next 5-6 turns, and try to get as much as you can lore points, and prevent your opponent to get lore points, so it will maximize your chances to win. And try to use the different cards to pressure him to control the board early game. And I think with time you will start to understand how to play this deck. Of course, you need to give yourself time. We have Sempa early game, cost 1. You can play it from the from turn 1. When you play this character, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card. You may draw a card. You can just simply choose not to. So if you see that you have a card that you don't want, for example, you still have the chance to change it. You can draw a different card. You can draw a card, then choose to discard a different card. So you can choose not to, but you can. At least there is an option. You have a chance. You have an option. So this is a good early card. So yeah, this is my I call it Emerald Steel No Legendaries control deck. You have one rare. You have, let's see, 1, 2 rares. Mother Gothel is super rare. So most of these cards are common and uncommon. It's really good deck. You don't need legendaries at all. Maybe later on I'll build some legendary cards, decks with legendaries. But let me see your opponents, your what you think, guys. Your opinion. Leave it in a comment. You know, I'll be honest with you. This is my first time I build a deck, and I have my Twitter account now. I'll be sharing more content about Lorcana. I will be trying to build different strategies. So yeah, and I hope this video is helpful for you guys. And this is my first deck that I built. I hope that you guys like it. Try it. Tell me if you noticed anything, if I need to improve or I need to change anything. Just let me know, and catch you in the next one. Peace.